Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos. And today I'm at Tuttle Educational State Forest. This is a park that I used to activate all the time. But it's been closed since Hurricane Helene came through because they had a lot of trees down. And they just reopened up in some limited capacity. So it's really fun to be back here. It's almost like coming back home, to be honest with you. So I want to do a little activation today. I've got to be kind of quick on the camera because I realized that I thought I had charged all of my camera batteries, but I had not. And I'm doing something a little different today. I am wanting to do a pedestrian mobile activation. I've got it, you can't tell, but I've actually got a mount on my shirt, clip-on mount, so that you can come along with me. I use my Elecraft KH1, which I've already kind of set up. It's so easy to set this up for pedestrian portable or pedestrian mobile, but the most difficult part is actually setting up all the camera gear. So we're trying to get through here and do an activation. I'm not hearing a lot of things on the band right now, which is not a good sign. Oh, I've got a perfect SWR. Okay, so I have no idea if we'll work anyone. Just listen to this. Oh, I'm hearing a little something. Okay, so there's at least one signal out there. So we'll give this a go and see what we can do. Now, what I'm doing is actually walking. I'm not going to walk on the trails so that I have a little bit of room for my antenna, and I've got room for the counterpoise to drag here. I'm just going to walk on their gravel driveway. And you know what I ought to do? I ought to measure how far I'm walking today. Let me see if I can do that. I'll probably go in here to my, sorry, you're going to hear my phone making noises. Go in here to my Gaia GPS app and pull it up. I'm not used to doing this. And then click on record. So it'll pay attention to where I'm going and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and start calling CQ. Now here's the glory of using this. Now I hope you can see this okay. And the motion doesn't make you too seasick. Unfortunately, not a whole lot I can do about that. So hopefully it'll stabilize a little bit. That's one of the good things about these cameras is they're pretty good at doing image stabilization. I will check in a second to see if my spot took. Look at all the trees over here. I'm not a stranger to that stuff, let me tell you. It is wonderful being back here, though. Let me move this up a tiny bit here. It is nice to be back here. I love this park. It's one of my very favorite POTA parks. Boy, I suspect this is going to be a tough one today. But you know, if I don't get it doing pedestrian portable or pedestrian mobile, I may throw an antenna up in a tree when I make it back up. N for WN. Florida. Let's have it do a little bit more. see some pretty big equipment up there. Yeah, so the audio gear, I've got this going into a little digital recorder in my pocket. And that's what's, that's the reason you got such good audio. It's gonna be sparse today, I can tell. I'm going to open up the filter a little bit though. There we go. I do have to watch out for vehicles coming up behind me on this road. This is sort of a service road for the people working here. Boy, they did have a lot of trees down. I'm seeing quite a few. By the way, I'm using a 30-degree angle connector that Joshua Tufton makes, just to make it a little bit more comfortable when you're holding it. So you're hearing some other signals, but I've got the bandwidth wide open to 2 kilohertz, and that's what you're hearing in there. This reminds me, exactly 1 year ago, almost to the day, I did an activation just like this in Ohio, where I took the KH1 out, and I was using this adapter on it. By the way, you don't want to touch the antenna while you're, or the back part of this adapter with your finger while you're operating, because you probably will get a little tiny bit of an RF burn from that. Not a big one, but a small one. But I had this out, and I was going through a park. It was a boardwalk park, and I circled around on this boardwalk, and I think I worked 4 miles that day. Propagation was horrible, like really, really bad, like probably like today. So it's a struggle to make my contacts, and but I got 4 miles of walking in, and I did activate the park at the end of the day. Now I'm gonna look and see if I can. I have to put this pencil in my mouth to hold it while I'm doing this. I'm gonna look and see if I've got any spots showing up. Okay. That's kind. N4WN put a spot out for me. Someone had it open. This is kind of slippery here. I got to watch where I put PM in there so that it would know I'm Pedestrian Mobile if somebody saw this. We'll see if I get an RBN spot. The only thing I'm going to be struggling with is the camera battery, to be honest. It may die on me here in a little bit. Maybe I'll move down to 30 meters. That's what I'll do. Let's see, let's go down to 30 meters and see if I can get a match. Let's see, here we go, band. Nope. Okay. It doesn't get as good a match. 3.2 SWR. Oh, yeah. With 2 watts out. But let's give it a go anyway. See that SWR? The KH1 can handle that. Don't worry about that part. It can easily handle this SWR. And we're still putting out some power, maybe a couple of watts. And it's going to be a very efficient antenna system because the antenna is only is 4 feet long. We're talking about the 30 meter band, right? So let me re-spot myself here. Just trying to think of what may be healthier than 20 meters right now. Maybe that nothing's healthy. 10, what is it, 115.5. Then we may move back up to 20, maybe move up to 17. May hunt some people. I may hunt somebody down here. Ooh, it's starting to get a little warm and humid now. What I'll do if I run out of camera battery, I can always, well, I can swap out a battery in the camera. It's a little bit of a pain to synchronize the audio when I'm recording it separately, but I can go to a park bench or a table, a picnic table, and oh, they redid all this down here. Looks really good. Look at this. This is an educational state forest, so they're all about bringing classrooms down here and stuff, so this is really cool. Look at this. I like it. This is such a beautiful little park. Okay, let's see. I don't want to tangle up myself on the counterpoise. Okay, we may go into hunting mode here. So you may kind of think sometimes when you have bad conditions, what does that really mean? So it didn't stop me from coming out today. I was going to come out anyway. Even if I don't care if I don't get my 10 contacts, I just wanted to come out and walk and enjoy nature and play a little radio. Is that somebody I heard? I thought I heard somebody in the background. There we go, EXA. Nice. One more contact. So what I'm going to do is put the meter band out here because I'm going to be moving around a lot. So I'm going to write 20 and 30. My handwriting's barely legible there, but I'll get it. But hey, I got a 30 meter. New Hampshire on 30 meters. So I'm putting stroke PM just so people know I'm pedestrian mobile right now. I'll keep going here a little bit, then I'll move back up to 20, maybe 17. I love this actually. It's just a nice casual walk. It's not any kind of serious hike. I don't want a lot of, I don't have to negotiate a lot of, tree roots and things like that I could trip over while I'm holding a radio like this. And if the canopy's low, this antenna is going to hit it. I was going to talk to the people at Signal Stick and see if they could make a 4-foot flexi whip for this radio, because it'd be kind of cool to have something that's maybe a little more flexible. I cannot write an H there. There we go. Let's see if I have any reverse beacon network numbers. Oh, nice, okay. Let's take a picture. And I'm going to take a selfie. There we go. I've got a collection of pictures who are my buddy Dan. We did some activations together on Sunday. Actually, I was at the same park entity as him, but not at the same site. And we did a KH1 to KH1 ground wave. He took a selfie with his mouth with a pen holding it. Because that's kind of the way you got to do it. I do need to take some photos there. Well, come on, I'm gonna... Thought I heard somebody tuning up there. Let's take a photo or two so I don't forget to do this. It's easy when I'm doing pedestrian portable or pedestrian mobile to forget to take phones because just your hands are full. So here we go. Take a nice header image. Let's see, I've got a buddy who texted me. Oh, whoops. My buddy Alan wrote W2AEW. I doubt he can hear me in New Jersey. I'll move back up to 20 here in a second. Or maybe 17. We'll go to 17 next. Did I get that right? Is it NYHAY? Probably did. I hope this video is coming out okay. I can't see it while I'm filming it. I know it's jiggling around a lot, so let's hope that the stabilization works. Doesn't this look really appealing? Sort of swing portable. Let's try this for just a second. Ah, nice. This is the life. Right here. Okay, let's see here. Band. Okay, we'll go back over to 20 after this. And gonna move that up there. Let's go down a little bit. (1.3 to 1, 1 to 1). Okay. Let's keep it pedestrian mobile. Here we go. I'll respot myself. heard from Alan. Heard from Alan here. Let's see if I can get spotted here. I doubt it's finding me yet. I'm not getting a very good signal here. Looks like. Oh, it's. Okay, I got that in 7CCD. That's awesome. So I got 5 down. I only need 5 more, but I don't know if my camera battery will last that long, but we'll see. Gotta watch where I'm stepping. One of the other things is I'm wearing my glasses instead of my sunglasses because I need to be able to see to write. Man, it's so nice to be back here. It is really nice to be back here. It is a little bit like coming home, which I like that. I really like that. It's a little bit like coming home. And this feels a little bit like home to me because I grew up not super far from here, so the flora and everything is very similar to flora and fauna and everything. Super awesome getting Mike in there from Washington State. I was really impressed to get New Hampshire on 30 meters as well. I'll start hunting it a little bit. Getting a text from my buddy George, KJ6VU. We've been communicating today. And the bands are in rough shape. But this is where having a memory keyer makes this so effortless to do pedestrian mobile. I know I can get my 10 if I just keep walking. It's too bad I can't convert some of like walking energy into radio energy or like some little like dynamo or something built into my heels of my shoes. That does exist. That sort of thing does exist. I guess I could put a solar panel in my pack too. We'll go back down to 20 here in a second. Let me hunt a little bit too. Ah, this is nice. I've been cooped up in a car for too long. Did a lot of walking at Hamvention, don't get me wrong, and that was only last week. looking out for snakes on the road, by the way. But that's the great thing about having a road instead of a path, is you can see them very easily. They would like to come out and do some sunning in the road when you got a nice sunny spot. Unfortunately, because I've got earphones in doing this, I can't really hear birds and things as well. I'm going to be back down to 20, I think. I like this, putting the meter band down. That also jogs my memory as I'm operating. Okay, let's see here. Band down one. Ooh, maybe the band's picked up a little bit here. Let's see. Okay, let's try to do a little hunting if I can find somebody. This is not easy to do pedestrian mobile, by the way. Tuning around, trying to hunt a little bit, but it'd be good if the other park activators out there have somebody who's hunting them. So now what I'll do is go in here and tell it 20 meters to show me spots for 20 meters CW. Oklahoma on 46, that's possible. Let's see, Oklahoma on 46. So what I'm going to do is push this in and go down to 46. See if we hear anybody there. Oregon's probably unlikely on 20 meters. Maybe that is somebody. Or maybe it's just a hunter. That's him. N5 ILQ. Let's see. Well, I better get him in the logs now. I didn't mean. You couldn't hear me. Okay, fair enough. I don't think you can hear me. I'll change my tone a little bit, see if that helps. I don't think he can hear me. No, I know he can't hear me. I know those days, Randy. I understand. I totally get it. Some days your key doesn't work. That's the problem. I'm gonna go down. It sounds like maybe 20 meters is coming back up, so I may start calling CQ in a second. I'm hearing that California station easily. Okay, I'm not going to get him, so let's find a clear spot. Start calling CQ. Listen for a second. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. The one thing you have to keep in mind too, so first of all, yes, this is a compromised antenna, a compromised situation here. Pedestrian mobile is not ideal. A log periodic would be nicer. A high gain Yagi that's steerable. But, you know, it gets your signal out. RF got to go somewhere. And heck, it's fun to do. But you don't know what the person on the other end is experiencing. So I've been to parks before where loud stations were calling me and I couldn't hear them because there's a lot of QRM at that park, at that site. And that can happen. It gets really hard for me to write on these lower lines of the log. Let's see if I'm being spotted. Yeah, it spotted me. I'll take 5 dB. I really shouldn't talk with a pencil in my mouth. I'm sorry, that's really rude. It's like one of the first rules of being a pedestrian mobile operator is you don't talk with your pen in your mouth. I should have just left that there. So you won't work me if I'm hunting you. I'm just joking. saying good morning, it's actually good afternoon. QSB is bad. Yep. Okay. Good to get you, Paul. There we go. Nice. Okay, I heard a UZ. Oh, of course, VA3UZ. so fun. Whew. It's humid. The sun came out and it's so humid right now. It's humid, but I'm happy. Listen to that QRM hitting us. Was that a 3 or 2? 3. I think I'm going to work all states here before it's too long here. Life doesn't get any better than this. This is wonderful. There are adjacent signals that are probably making it difficult for people to hear me. But did you hear how the band just opened all of a sudden, where there weren't stations on 20 before? Some of these keys not working. I'm starting to walk out down the hill. This could have some impact on my signal as well. My counterparts are still there. Everybody, you heard a number of people sending QSB, and that means that it's probably tough copying conditions for everybody. I've got way more than I need for my activation, so activation's done. That's great. This is just the icing on the cake. I should say now, okay, I tried, buddy. We'll see if you come back in a second. We got a lot of uphill coming up here soon. Maybe that'll give me a little bit better signal. Okay, so I talked to a lot of people at Hamvention about the KH1, and it is a really polarizing radio. Either people love it or they hate it. And I think it's because if you like everything about the KH1, but you don't really intend to operate pedestrian mobile like this or just handheld, get a KX2 instead. If you want to do this sort of thing, if you want like these completely impromptu, opportunistic times that you can just hop on the air in like 30 seconds, then you'll like the KH1. It's a quirky radio, but I love mine. I'd 100% get a second one. But that's how I like to operate. During Hamvention, Dan, my buddy that was doing a KH1 to KH1 contacts with me, he needed 3 more contacts to finish up his activation. I'd already packed up all my gear. It was in the car, me and 3 other friends, 2 of which are also CW operators. So I told Dan, hang on, he texted me. I said, hang on, ran to the back of the car, opened up this, put up the antenna, hopped on the 17-meter band, and all three of us worked him, giving him the 10 he needed for his activation. And it took me 20 seconds or 30 seconds to get the radio up for us to work him. And it's just, you know, I couldn't do that with another radio. Even with the AX1, I need a little bit of time to get it set up. This is so quick. See, I think the band kind of dropped out there a little bit just now. You know, to cap it off, I may go back up to the 17-meter band here, just for kicks. I may not get anybody, but I may just do it until I get to the top of the hill here. Let's go back up there. .2 to 1. Take some more photos while I can. While I'm thinking about it, that's the big deal. Try to take a selfie there. Probably my entire life, other than stuff like this, I've probably taken 20 selfies. I'm not a selfie guy. This shade feels good. It's surprisingly warm today. Well, I'll say that. It's in the spring. I mean, it's May 20th. Let me write my date on here, too. Okay, that is not for me. That's just somebody coming. Need to spot myself here. Oops, there we go. Yeah, I'm not spotted yet. $18 087.5. There we go. At least I'm spotted now. This is so nice. How many times have I said that now? It should be on the bingo card. Try to stick to this side with the shade. I am sweating. And I'm not working that hard either. It's just humid today. So Tuttle is now open most days of the week. Fortunately, they're open Tuesday, which is the reason I'm here. I tried to actually do a soda activation today. At the very last minute, I was planning to come to Tuttle, and then I happened to remember High Brighton Mountain is like on the way. and it'd be nice to get a nice, soda hike in. So I drove up to High Brighton Mountain to the parking area, and I noticed it was overgrown. And then I saw a sign as I was getting out that said, trail closed for pedestrians. So that means can't do a soda activation. It's a big no-no to do a soda activation over any place where it says you're not supposed to enter. Try to check my, yep, I'm down to 7. Good to get you in there again. Thank you. Very soon I'll be out of road. I can't forget to turn off my GPS and see how far I've gone. There's a fly that's hitching a ride. I hope my camera battery lasts. It's getting very, very, very low. There's the end of the road though. So not much more. And we'll check our GPS and probably hop off quickly if I don't get a chance to do this because the camera shuts off. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know this is kind of a weird video. Tell me if you like it or not. Maybe maybe it's not that great from a viewer's perspective, but I can tell you from an operator perspective, I love this. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. Oh. Okay, there we go. Turning it off. Well, you know what? I won't turn it off yet because I'm going to take one more shot of the band I'm on, so I can get I'll get some pictures of the logs after I finish the video here. And let's just do this. That'll be the end of it all. Very nice. This is so cool. I'm doing this to make a potentially like a header image for QRP.com, because that's where you should go to read my field report. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was a lot of fun for me, if you haven't noticed. It's just great to get outdoors, play radio, and be active at the same time. I actually like being mobile and walking around. I enjoy doing this, so it's kind of fun to be able to combine radio with, whoops, forgot to put my pencil in here, to combine radio with walking. So as I was saying earlier, you know, the KH1 ends up being a little bit of a polarizing radio, because I think some people buy it just thinking, you know, they kind of dream about like what it can give you, but at the end of the day, they're not a pedestrian mobile activator. They probably don't ever care to do. Okay, sorry about that. As I predicted, my battery died. So as I was saying, the KH1, if you don't ever plan to do pedestrian mobile or handheld operating, there are other better radios out there for you, especially if you're planning to operate from a tabletop or from a kneeboard or something. There are better radios. What the KH1 offers is just this level of flexibility for doing pedestrian mobile, handheld, opportunistic, impromptu stuff. And I love that. I wouldn't want it to be my only radio, but like next time I travel to Europe and I'm doing it with one bag, the KH1's what I'm going to pack probably, because I'll probably end up doing CW. I can use that and set it up anywhere and do activations, and it would be a lot of fun. So that will be the name of the game when I do that. I think before I would have taken my KH2 or KX2. Now, I would take the KX2 if I planned to do single sideband. So anyway, that was a lot of fun for me. Thank you so much for coming along on this kind of crazy little ride. I hope I didn't make you too seasick with walking. Hopefully it didn't, you know, it worked out okay and didn't smooth out enough for the video. But I was just taking a look around here to see, they've got a bunch of little roped off areas where they're still trying to work on the park, I guess where trees fell down. They did get hit pretty hard here. Anyway, thank you again for joining me. Thank you so much for coming with me out here to one of my very favorite parks in the world after it reopened. And I hope you get a chance to go out and play a little radio. I'm here to tell you that this is good for your soul, to get outdoors and play radio no matter how you do it. At a picnic table, walking around and hiking, on a summit, whatever, does not matter. It is good for your soul. And thank you so much to my Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters, by the way. You make all this possible. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who came up to me at Hamvention and 4 Days in May and introduced themselves or reintroduced themselves or talked to me a little bit. You are very, very inspiring, and I'm very just grateful that you're in our little QRP community here. I'm just so happy about that. It was so heartwarming, people coming up and telling me that, you know, I was one of the reasons they got into CW or started doing field radio. And the thing I think that made me most happy of all were there were several people that told me that they were intimidated by CW until they saw me operating and not taking myself too seriously, you know, like when I mess up and things like that. Because I think we all think that you have to be perfect when you hop on the air, and you don't. No one is. No one is. You know, I had to send a lot of question marks. I messed up my call a few times when I was doing this, a bunch of times. Don't worry about that. It's just about getting out there and having fun and enjoying it. And when you're learning CW, it can be really stressful up front. You sweat it out your first few activations, but I promise you, you eventually get to a point where it just all is so pleasant and so relaxing, of all things. It's a very relaxing mode. For whatever reason, I just love the state of mind it puts me in. So it's very therapeutic for me. Again, thank you so much. Let's all be kind to one another out there. And thank you for being on this planet, because you are special and you are awesome. And the world's a better place because you're here. Until next time, 7 twos.